Kendra. Today I have a recipe for some brownies. They're gluten-free and I actually made them with zucchini, so they're a lot more healthy than just typical brownies. They also are made with applesauce, so you don't need any oil. I found this recipe off of Pinterest. I changed it a little bit. I made it gluten-free, so you don't have to do it gluten-free. I just substituted the regular flour for the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour. And the other thing I changed is in the recipe they used cocoa powder and I used cacao powder. It's a little bit more healthy. It has a lot of antioxidants. When you first bake them, they do taste a little bit more cakey, but then I put them in the fridge and they set a little better and they taste more like a brownie as far as texture goes. So if you put it in the fridge, you can leave them in there for about a week and they're fine, or you can put them in an airtight container for 2 days. So if you guys are looking for like a sweet treat for the holidays, but you don't want all the calories, this is a really good thing. So I hope you guys all enjoy this recipe and let's get started. So starting with our wet ingredients, you want to add in 2 eggs, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 a cup of coconut sugar, 1/4 a cup of applesauce, and then you want to stir this together and let it sit for about 5 minutes so that the sugar can dissolve. And then in a separate bowl, we want to add in our dry ingredients. So 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of cacao powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then go ahead and mix this as well, and we're going to start adding our dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. So just add it slowly into the mix it all together, just don't over mix it. And last, we're adding in 2 cups of zucchini and 1 cup of chocolate chips, and then just fold that into your batter. And then I'm baking this for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And to check that they're done, just stick a fork in the middle of your brownies, and if it comes out clean, then you know that they're done.
All right, I just took it out of the oven and it looks pretty good. The only thing that's kind of strange is the top. It looks a little, I don't know, just different than your typical brownies, I guess. So I am going to let this cool down for a little bit and then I will give it a try.
Okay, so when they come out of the oven, they were kind of cakey and it made me a little worried at first, but once you put them in the fridge, they will become more like a brownie as far as texture goes. I let these cook for 30 minutes. The recipe that I went off of said 30 to 35. I would definitely do 30 just because they get a little bit more. I don't like my brownies to be like overdone, and they taste amazing. So I hope you guys try this out. You really cannot taste these zucchini at all. They just taste like kind of like a bittersweet brownie. They're not as sweet as your typical brownies, but sometimes I don't want a brownie to be that intense. So I hope you guys try this out. Let me know if you do. If you have other recipes that are kind of like this where you substitute some ingredients for some more healthy options, let me know. Leave them in the comments down below so all of us can check it out. And that is it for today's video. So I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day and I will see you very soon. Bye. Next I have this cleansing oil from Cosmetics. This is so amazing. It's their Purity Solution Nourishing Deep Cleansing Oil, and I use this every single night to take off my makeup. I pump out a little bit of this and